Well, we didn't have anything. I knew this would be a really, really tough game for us on defense because they play 4 guards. And you got to give them credit. They're a great shooting team, great driving team. Playing 4 guards is very difficult for our guys, but you hate to win a game just solely with offense, but we did tonight. So you got to take the wins. We played great offense tonight, made big plays when we had to make it, and we'll take a win from a team that just shut the lights out. They're a dangerous squad.
Coach, over the last 3 games, it seems like you guys have some kind of gut check type of wins and victories. How does it help you get into the postseason?
I think if we don't start playing better defense, we're all going to be on vacation, or you guys aren't. You're going to be covering somebody else. So if you're impressed with that, you're not watching the game I'm watching. But that being said, it was a great win, but we had a win with offense. When your defense is not there, remember Wichita State? We had to be the better defensive team that day, and Tim had to make those shots. But if you're not a better defensive team than your opponent, then you're going to lose. Can't rely just strictly on offense.
How about what you did from Jalen on the offensive glass?
Jalen and Ray, look, offensively we did a great job tonight. Everybody passing the ball, moving the basketball. They play a switching matchup zone. Did a poor job against Miami. We did a great job tonight.
But you guys hit 12 threes, but 16 offensive rebounds and 26 second chance points. How much is that a weapon for you guys, the ability to go get a ball?
Well, in one sense, they're playing 4 guards, so you have a big edge on the offensive glass. Down the other end, you're at a major disadvantage defensively because they can just keep slipping and stepping out. Like I told Jalen, he pointed to the logo with Seth Allen. I said, Jalen, he's 6 for 8. If you deny him the ball, if Steph Curry makes 5 out of 7, wouldn't you deny him the ball? He's having a great night, regardless of where he's at. He said, yeah, of course. I said, well, he's having a Steph Curry night.
Was that the main issue? It looked like your idea of a 3-point shooter who's covered was different than what they just were not.
They ran a Miami play that we practiced all week, and they got wide open. Wide open. It was amazing to me, because this is the best group of students in the classroom we've had. As far as that transferring to the basketball court, this table pays attention more. Right, table?
You guys are obviously one of the better teams defending the three in the country. What are the guys usually doing so well that is not the case?
Look, they made tough shots. They made long shots. They got great shooters. They're a dangerous, dangerous team. And they're doing a great job right now. I'm really impressed with their team, what they're doing in beating Virginia. They're a great team. We just played great offense tonight, and that's why we came away with a victory. But I've been around this game too long. It's nice to score 94 points. It's nice to play this, but it's better in AAU basketball than it is in college. It's fun for the fans. But for a 64-year-old guy who prides in defense, it's not fun. The win's fun.
Coach, if you could talk about the job Buzz Williams is doing, even through the injury, still fighting.
He's one of my favorite coaches in the game. Everybody talks about, Jim, Roy, and Mike, and, being in the Hall of Fame, they're great. We've got some tremendous young coaches in this league. You got Buzz. I think Danny Manning's doing a tremendous job. Josh Passan's doing a tremendous job. So we got a lot of really, really good young coaches in our game. And I don't know of a weak program in the ACC. I don't know of a weak program. We had to do something tonight that we haven't done in a long time. We had to win on offense and outscore the other team, which is nice to see because we're playing good offense. Now we just got to pick it up defensively.
Rick, was there ever a moment maybe in the second half, as in tune as you are into a game and frustrated with the defense, that you looked down there and said, wow, Buzz is in a t-shirt?
I did say to my assistant coaches, I said, is he wearing a t-shirt? And they said, yes. I said, why? And he said, he's hot. Not only is he a great coach, but he's a great character and brings a lot of laughter to the game. I just get the greatest kick out of him, an orange t-shirt. And I may try that one time.
Anything that will take advantage of their defense to make it such a good offensive night?
We just wanted to catch him in the slip and go inside more. We fell in love with the jump shot in the first half. In the second half, we went inside more. Made some really good plays. We called a timeout and came and got the slip. That was a big play.
Watching an opposing team make that many three-pointers, can that be demoralizing? And what does it say about the team's resiliency? Yes.
Well, we made a lot of threes. Look, the better offensive team tonight was going to win this game. And they're a hell of a basketball team. You know, they're going to make the tournament this year. And this type of competition is just great for us because now we saw a different type of basketball team, one that shoots it. Sometimes, you know, we're not used to having 5 guys on the perimeter sometimes, and your bigs have got to get out there and play. But we made some good defensive plays down the stretch, and overall the defense wasn't good. But I have to give credit to their offense because, you know, our defense wasn't great in terms of scouting, but their offense was better. So you just got to give them a lot of credit.
Coach, Ryan McMahon gave you a little lift in the second half. Just kind of talking about, is there any confidence coming from the Syracuse game?
You know, like I tell the guys, Ryan is the most confident guy on our basketball team. Ryan could miss 7. When he steps on the court, he's got moxie. He thinks he's the best shooter in the nation. So it doesn't surprise me with him. That's why I went with him at Syracuse, went with him. He's not a guy that lacks confidence at all. He can be crafty. He's playing better defense. So he's stepping up for us in a big way, but he's such a lethal weapon. When you have him out there, it frees other people up. And obviously the fans love him, you know, just because he shoots it so well. And he adds a different dimension to our basketball team.
Rick, as unhappy as you are with the defense today, would you describe your overall view of that as concern or alarm? Somewhere in the middle.
I really don't think it's an effort standpoint. I really think we're trying to play a matchup zone because we're down 4 scholarships. See, if they made 38 free throws last year, so we were switching from zone to man as the clock wore down, and it helped us, but we would lose a man when they went through. So it's just a matter of paying attention to the matchup. It's tough for them to play, but we're going to need the matchup. But they shot 38 free throws last year, so we couldn't get in foul trouble tonight. We had to play Dang a lot of minutes. We had to play Donovan a lot of minutes. So, no, I'm not alarmed, and I'm not overly concerned. Because we rebound well. In the first half, I thought the first 3 plays, I was really bothered by that because we saw Miami run the same play, and we didn't do the right things. So it's not so much a defensive deficiency as much as it's just paying attention to their alignment.
Is it, to some extent, just a matchup thing that
Yeah,
you're able to rationalize a little bit?
So what we did was, we tried to keep the 2 guards at the top, so when they ran the pick and roll, we didn't have to bring the big up. So we switched that, and we just kept having the guy who goes to the corner not being matched up. And that we practiced it all week. That's the frustrating part. You know, the effort's there, but the good thing is they're going to learn from this, but they're very confident in their offense. Very confident. That's a good thing. And we'll get better defensively. I'm positive of that. We'll get better. We just got to get them. You know, Buzz said something to me. This is my best team, he said, and I know it's not, but he said because they are the most together group that you've had in terms of being one fist, and that's true. Their attitude, their desire is great. We just got to hone it up, and we couldn't, like on one switch, Anis and Q got caught, and we weren't supposed to switch, and Anis said stay on him, and he said, I didn't hear a word he said. Now that may sound strange to you, he didn't hear a word, but if you ever hear Anis yell, you can't hear a word he says. And vice versa, you can't hear a word Q says, because he never says a word. But, you know, so we just got to talk more. That's the key to our defense, is talking. But if you ever saw Peyton and Russ and Luke and Van Treese and Gorky, they're screaming and pointing on every single play. And that's what we got to get from this team. And we can do that.
On the flip side, what does this kind of game say to the type of team you guys are coming on the offensive end?
Well, I think we're moving the basketball. Now, it's funny because they paid great attention at the offensive end of when they were vulnerable. It's amazing. They pay attention to the offense. So obviously, they like offense much better than defense.
One more from
Can you
Coach.
take some joy, though, in after an 0-2 start in this league, that you're sitting at a point where with 4 to go, you're in the running?
Look, I take a lot of joy, okay? I really do. I've got to shore up the D. I've been telling you guys all along, and you keep looking at the stats of Pomeroy, whoever it may be, and you say, oh, coach is wrong, he's just like geeking us up. And no, we're not a good defensive team. We've got to become that. So I take a lot of joy in wins. If you would have said to me 22-5 with our schedule, I would have said, give it to me right now, I'll take it. Won't sign with the devil, but I'll take it, okay? And right now, to have this with the schedule we're playing is awesome. And the fact that we won with offense tonight is a great thing, because we've rarely in the past 4 years won with offense. And tonight we did, so let's give credit to Virginia Tech. Buzz is doing a great job with their basketball team, and we're 22-5. We're going to step into North Carolina and play for first place, and that to me is an amazing feat by these young men in that locker room. All right, you guys have a great weekend. I'm heading to Minnesota to see the Gophers beat Michigan. Go Gophers. See you.